Introduction. Fractions with denominators 10, 100, 1000, etc. are known as decimals. A decimal consists of two parts, whole part and decimal part, which are separated by a decimal point. The number on the left side of decimal is called whole part, and the number formed by the digits at the right side of decimal is called decimal part. 75.471. 75 is whole part, 0.471 is decimal part. The number of digits in the decimal part of the number is known as number of decimal places. For example, in 2.567, it has 3 decimal places. Like decimals. Decimals having the same number of decimal places are called as like decimals. 2.657 and 24.721 are like decimals, as the number of decimal places in both of them is 3. Unlike decimals. Decimals having an unequal number of decimal places are called as unlike decimals. 2.4 and 7.253 are unlike decimals, as they have different decimal places. Note: adding zeros to the extreme right digit of the decimal part does not alter the value of the decimal number. Unlike decimals can be changed into like decimals by adding zeros to the extreme right of the decimal part. Example: we can change 7.5, 3.24, 1.264 unlike decimals to 7.500, 3.240, 1.264 as like decimals. Comparing decimals. 1. To compare two decimals, we first compare their whole part, that is, the number formed by the digit to the left side of decimal. The decimals having their greater whole part will be greater. Example: 24.752 is greater than 20.15, as 24 is greater than 20.
Second, if two decimals have their whole part equal, then we compare the digits as the right of decimal point starting from the 10th place. Example: 24.752 is greater than 24.61, as digits at 10th place, that is 7, of 24.752 is greater than digit at 10th place, that is 6, of the decimal 24.61. Similarly, 24.752 is greater than 24.701, as the digit at 100th place of 24.752 is greater than digit at 100th place of 24.701.
Example 1. Which is greater, 72.50 or 54.2? Solution: we know that 72 is greater than 54. So, 72.50 is greater than 54.2. Example 2. Write the following in ascending order: 2.456, 0.007, 7.071, 7.751, 2.756. Solution: clearly comparing their whole parts and decimal parts. So, 0.007 is lesser than 2.456, which is lesser than 2.756, which is lesser than 7.071, which is lesser than 7.751. Example 3. Express the following as mentioned. A. 15 paisa as rupees. B. 45 meter as kilometer. Solution: A. We know that 100 paisa is equal to 1 rupee. So, 15 paisa is equal to rupees 15 by 100, which is equal to rupees 0.15. B. 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. So, 45 meter is equal to 45 by 1000 kilometer, which is equal to 0.045 kilometer. Expanded form of a decimal. We have learnt expanded form of a decimal in class 6. Expanded form of 23.45 can be written as 23.45 is equal to 20 plus 3 plus 4 by 10 plus 5 by 100. Complete the following table: hundreds, tens, ones, decimal,
Tenths, hundreds, thousands.
decimal number. A. 2, 3, blank, 0.450, 231.450. B. 4, blank, 3.709, 453.709. C. 2, 4, 1.0, blank, blank, 241.04. D. 0, 4, 6.1, blank, 8, 46.178. E. 0, 0, 9.01, blank, 9.013. Addition and subtraction of decimals. To add or subtract two decimals, we proceed as follows. 1. Write the decimals as like decimals. 2. Write the decimals in column with their decimal points exactly below each other and other places according to their place value. 3. Add or subtract them as whole numbers. 4. Put the decimals in the answer exactly below the other decimal point. Example 1. Shyam bought 5 kg and 300 gram apples and 3 kg and 250 gram mangoes. Sarla bought 4 kg and 800 gram oranges and 4 kg and 150 gram bananas. Who bought more fruits? By how much more? Solution. Shyam. Apple is equal to 5 kg 300 grams, which is equal to 5.300 kg. Mangoes is equal to 3 kg 250 gram, which is equal to 3.250 kg. Total fruits bought by Shyam is equal to 5.300 kg plus 3.250 kg, which is equal to 8.550 kg. Sarla. Oranges is equal to 4 kg 800 gram is equal to 4.800 kg. Banana is equal to 4 kg 150 gram, which is equal to 4.150 kg. So, total fruits bought by Sarla is equal to 4.800 kg plus 4.150 kg, which is equal to 8.950 kg. Now we compare 8.550 and 8.950. Since 8.950 is greater than 8.550, we conclude that Sarla bought more fruits than Shyam. Sarla is equal to 8.950. Shyam is equal to minus 8.550 kg, which is equal to 0.400 kg. Sarla bought 0.400 kg or 400 gram more fruits. Multiplication of decimals. You must have come across many situations when you need to multiply two decimal numbers. To find the cost of 4.50 kg apples at the rate of rupees 45.50 per kg, how much will you pay to the fruit vendor? So, let us learn to multiply two decimal numbers. Suppose we need to find the product of 0.1 into 0.1. We multiply these decimal by changing them in fraction. 0.1 into 0.1 is equal to 1 by 10 into 1 by 10, which is equal to 1 by 100, which is equal to 0.01. Diagrammatically, let us see how we multiply 0.1 and 0.1. Draw a figure representing 1 by 10. Figure representing 1 by 10. Figure representing 1 by 10 of 1 by 10. 0.1 into 0.1 is equal to 1 by 10 into 1 by 10, which is equal to 1 by 10 of 1 by 10. So, dark shaded box is 1 part of 10 parts of the 1 by 10th part. Therefore, shaded part is 1 part of the 100 boxes. Therefore, 0.1 into 0.1 is equal to 0.01. Simple rule to multiply two decimals. 1. We multiply the given decimal numbers without decimal as whole numbers. 2. Then we mark the decimal point in the product by counting as many places from the right to left as the sum of the number of decimal places of the given decimal numbers. Example 1. Multiply A. 2.3 into 4.2, B. 3 into 4.52 and write in ascending order. Solution. A. We have 23 into 42 is equal to 966. Thus, 2.3 into 4.2 is equal to 9.66. B. We have 3 into 452, which is equal to 1356. Therefore, 3 into 4.52 is equal to 13.56. Multiplication of decimals by 10, 100, 1000. Rule. When a decimal number is multiplied by 10, 100 or 1000, the digits in the product remains the same as in decimal number, but the decimal point is shifted to 1. One place to the right if it is multiplied by 10. 2. 2 places of the right if it is multiplied by 100. 3. 3 places to the right if it is multiplied by 1000. That is, we shift the decimal point to the right as many places as the number of zeros are there with 1. Example 1. Find the following product. A. 2.975 into 100. B. 2.975 into 10. C. 2.975 into 1000. Solution. A. 2.975 into 100 is equal to 297.5. Decimal is shifted to 2 places to the right. B. 2.975 into 10 is equal to 29.75. Decimal is shifted to 1 place to the right. C. 2.975 into 1000 is equal to 2975.0. Decimal is shifted to 3 places to the right. Example 2. AC coach fare for 1 kilometer distance is Rs 6.75. Find the fare paid by Sachin if he travelled 150 km by AC coach. Solution. Fare for 1 kilometer is equal to Rs 6.75. Fare for 150 km is equal to Rs 6.75 into 150. Thus, Rs 1012.50. Therefore, Sachin paid Rs 1012.50 for travelling 150 km by AC coach. Division of decimals. In our day-to-day life, we come across many situations where we need to divide a decimal by another decimal. Suppose you have 9.5 liters of water. You want to fill this water into water bottles of capacity 1.9 liters. Can you tell how many bottles are required to fill 9.5 liters of water? Certainly, you need to divide 9.5 liters by 1.9 liters to get the number of bottles required. Let us now learn to divide decimals. Division of decimals by 10, 100 or 1000. Rule: to divide a decimal by 10, 100 or 1000, the digits of the number and quotient are same, but the decimal point in the quotient shift to the left by as many places as there are zeros with 1. Example: divide 285.6 by 10, 285.6 by 100, 285.6 by 1000. 285.6 by 10 is equal to 28.56. This implies that 285.6 by 100 is equal to 2.856. This implies that 285.6 by 1000 is equal to 0.2856. Division of a decimal by whole number. Rule: 1. Divide the decimal number by treating it as whole number by the given whole number. 2. Put the decimal in quotient so that it has same number of decimal places as the given decimal number. Example 1. Divide 13.6 by 4. Solution: we divide 136 by 4 and get the quotient as 34. So, 13.6 by 4 is equal to 3.4. Example 2. Divide 2.79 by 3. Solution: we divide 279 by 3 and get the quotient as 93. So, 2.79 by 3 is equal to 0.93. Example 3. Divide 14.49 by 7. Solution: we divide 1449 by 7 and get 207 as quotient. Thus, 14.49 by 7 is equal to 2.07. Division of a decimal by decimal. Rule: 1. We first convert the divisor into whole number by multiplying dividend and the divisor by 10, 100 or 1000 according to the number of places of decimal in the divisor. 2. Now, we can divide the new dividend by the whole number as done in the previous section. Example 1. Divide 58.225 by 2.5. Solution: divisor 2.5 contains one place of decimal. So, we will multiply the numerator and denominator by 10. Thus, 58.225 by 2.5 is equal to 58.225 into 10 by 2.5 into 10, which is equal to 582.25 by 25, which is equal to 23.29. Example 2. The breadth of a rectangle is 2.5 meter. Find the length if its area is 625.25 meter square. Solution: length of rectangle is equal to area by breadth, which is equal to 625.25 into 10 by 2.5 into 10, which is equal to 6252.5 by 25, which is equal to 250.1 meter. Thus, length of rectangle is 250.1 meter.